I had trouble sleeping yesterday. Um, I went to bed late and like at 12. Then I woke up at 12:30 and then 1:30, and some things just kept me awake. I think it is from a lot of overthinking and a lot of worries or troubles or even expectations for the next day, things that I have to do at work, meetings I got to have, people I needed to work with, and maybe having argue with, right? So I felt this accumulation of thoughts, and there was a lot of overthinking in my mind that hindered me having a good night's sleep. I don't know about you. Maybe a lot of people have similar situations. Typically, I'm not someone who have trouble falling asleep. Usually, I fell asleep in 10 minutes when I hit the sack. But these few days, there are a lot of things going on, mostly from work, the stress and all the, I would say, high self-standard that I impose on myself, and all the episodes or what's things happening in the office kind of put me in this restless state. But yeah, so I had trouble sleeping, and I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, feeling okay, but not well rested. But I just want to share with you. Yesterday, as I woke up in the middle of the night, and I still found myself to be thinking excessively, and there is a lot of emotion accumulating, and I feel my body is really tense. My mind is full, and I don't even capable of relaxing myself. So what I did, I found one tip actually has been really helpful me falling asleep and maybe getting me out of the overthinking state and back to a more, let's say, loving and kindness state of mind, which is just visualize or thinking in your mind who you think that is very loving or embody kindness. For me, it's a Vietnamese monk. His name is Thich Nhat Hanh. Oh, by the way, I'm not a Buddhist. I'm not religious. I don't have any religion or faith. But I found myself keep going back to Thich's videos, particularly one video is named How Do You Love Yourself? And Thich was saying that the first thing is that you need to go back home, right? I mean, here, the home doesn't mean the physical space where there are four walls, right? And the physical space where maybe you're living alone, maybe you live with your spouse or your family. No, he's saying that going back to your home, which is your body, and recognize your body and love your body and say, hello, body, I'm home. I'm here to take care of you. I know you have a lot of stress and you are suffering, but I'm here staying with you. So getting home is one key message from this video. So I found myself whenever I need to find the feeling of loving again, I will go to the video and watch this Thich Nhat Hanh speaking. And I think, I know he passed away, but when I'm watching his video, I feel like he was a living Buddha, and you could feel the love, the caring, the kindness, radiating from himself as a person. So just watching him, even listening to his voice or just watching him as a person, gives me in a more relaxed state, gives me this feeling that I'm being cared for, I'm being loved. It's weird, I know, I never met him in person, and I'm not religious, I don't read a sutra, right? But his presence, even through the media, the medium of video recording, even through the different segmentation of time, I still feel this kindness from him. So I was there and I sat on the bed thinking, how do I fall asleep, right? So I started to visualize the image of Thich Nhat Hanh. I started to visualize his presence, and he's saying something to the crowd, to the people, and he's teaching you how to love yourself and accept yourself. And I found my body, which was really tense, started to relax, started to feel loosened. And I continue to imagine himself, maybe I become him, or maybe I looking at him, at the eyes, and feel his presence, and feel his message, and feel his being over there. And I'm not sure about you, but sometimes when you see some people and you are drawn to them for no particular reason, or for the reasons that you don't know, but that is hidden very deep inside of you, you join to the source of love, the source of caring, the source of empathy, the source of understanding. And usually you don't find these kind of people at work or in your daily life. And maybe I think that could be why these kind of people become leaders in their area. For people who are navigating through life, people who could be struggling but trying to make life better, trying to enjoy the ride while fighting against yourself from your overthinking mind. So I fell asleep. I don't know how long, but probably in 10 minutes or 15, because I feel that kind of kindness and put me in a relaxed state, and I was able to release my thinking, well, to a certain degree, relieve my overthinking mind, and then I fell asleep. So coming back to talk about the topic, this is the trick I found. Whenever you are in a state of unease, you're in a state of unhappiness or trouble or suffering, think about someone or something that embodies love to you. For you, maybe it is your favorite pet, your dog, or a friend who is very caring, a mentor, help you, give you guidance and support. Or maybe your children, when they say they love you, when they hug you, and gives you immense love, right? Or it could be someone that you know but you actually don't have any relationship with, like Thich Nhat Hanh to me, or maybe Eckhart Tolle, which is a spiritual leader as well. So think about someone or something that gives you a piece of love, gives you a sense of kindness, and maybe that could help. I used to think about my dog, which passed away 4 to 5 years ago. He was a husky, and even though my wife and I, when we talk about a dog, there's a lot of missing him, a lot of suffering because we love him so much. But I always told my wife, yes, at the end, we suffered, seeing him suffered from disease, and we sent him away. But think about all the beautiful things. Think about all the beautiful memory. Think about all the loving that the dog gave us and shared with us. Right? That's all worth it. And it's inevitable that we have to go through the last stage of life for the dog, for ourselves as well. But don't just give up and lose your faith and forget all the goodness that comes along the journey, and just focus on what you're gonna experience at the end of this journey. So what I'm saying is that before I would visualize my doggy, I would visualize holding him, feeling his fur and his breath, next to my face. And I would hug him, and I would tell him I love him, and I would thank him for being my doggy, being my body, having fun with me, giving the limitless love that made us so fulfilled, so happy. And every piece of memory with my doggy will become something that I go back to and something that I visualize whenever I feel I need to feel the warmth. I needed to feel loved. So this is what I would share with you. Maybe if you are having trouble, or maybe you are overthinking something and you cannot relax, just visualize someone, something that you love or loved you, and see if that can help. Alright, so my name is Baseman. Until next time.